It's back to school time in the Tennessee Valley. I'm Kenesha Dees. We checked in with districts across North Alabama to find out what families, kids, and communities need to know before the kids head back to the classroom. We heard about plans for learning, leadership, security, safety, growth, and how one district is preparing for major growth in its area. Tonight, we hear from Huntsville City School Superintendent Dr. Clarence Sutton, head of the largest school district in North Alabama. In this one-on-one conversation, we address the area's growth and campus safety ahead of the new school year. Here's a listen.
Well, we keep implementing our security protocol. We're blessed to be in Huntsville, where we have a lot of support, that we have weapon detection systems at every school. We also have our own campus security officers, and we have at least one or two in every school. In Huntsville City Schools, so we can monitor students in and out, also the parking lot. Mainly, we're trying to communicate safety protocols at home, what to avoid, how to monitor your students, and then how to communicate. We're blessed in those few cases we had last year that somebody tipped us off.
And would you even say that Open Gate was helpful in being able to detect those weapons? I mean, it worked.
Open Gate works, and I'm more proud of our people who monitored Open Gate because they were doing their job. They were on task. They saw it quickly was remedied. We quickly communicated and we solved the issue.
How do you all plan to work with the city council in accommodating the extra families, extra homes that will be moving here?
Again, even with the growth, is communication. We meet with the city once a month. Their team comes and meet with us with a board and give us updates. And we plan. Part of our capital plan really had this growth prepared for moving sixth graders to McNair with a new wing. Now we have room in our elementary schools on that side of town. Also, we have Jemison High School with our CTE programs moving to our new center near the central office. We have space in Jemison High School. So we really, as a board, as a community, being proactive, but it came from communication. And I'm thankful for the city always including us in their communication.
Dr. Sutton says he plans to keep the standard of excellence for Huntsville City Schools. The first day of school is next Wednesday, August 5th. Dozens of safety patrol aides in Huntsville are getting ready for the new school year, and they're urging you to watch out. In addition to the bright vests, whistles, and exaggerated motions, Huntsville police will be watching local school zones for all kinds of traffic violations, from speeding to distracted driving and even ignoring safety patrol staff. HPD will be keeping a close eye on the carpool line as part of its Zero in the Zone initiative.
Slow down, pay attention. These kids are important, whether they're important to you or their parents or their grandparents. These children are important, no matter how old, no matter how young. It doesn't matter if they're at high school or if they're in pre-K. Their lives are important, so them getting an education is important.
HPD says to help keep students safe, slow down and leave early to avoid being in a rush. Stay alert while you're on the road and in local school zones. Don't cut through parking lots or around school buses. And remember to put the phone down. Students across the Tennessee Valley will go back to school as early as next week. Morgan County students will hear the bell ring for the first time on August 12th, but the prep work from faculty well underway. Fox 54's Gabe Glassman spoke with Morgan County Superintendent as the new school year approaches.
Soon enough, Morgan County students will be returning to the classroom. Superintendent Tracy Turrentine says the excitement for day one never seems to change.
We worked really hard over the summer and to get things ready for them with new plans, new ideas, and so it's always good to see them return back to the classroom.
Superintendent Turrentine says Morgan County Schools has been working hard ahead of the new year. Turrentine says their admin conference begins on Tuesday, going over safety, culture, and instruction. Safety improvements have been developing in the district in recent months, especially with the implementation of AI-powered weapons detection systems in schools.
This summer, what we've been doing is a lot of training. We've worked with EMA. They've came in at several different schools across the county and worked with them and our SWAT team. So we're just trying right now to network with the people that if we needed first responders, that make sure they know where they're going and what they're doing once they get here.
AI isn't just being used to secure student safety. It's also being utilized in the classroom. Turrentine says they've been using their school AI program since last year.
We knew, it's something that's not going away. Many school systems talk about whether we should take it, embrace it, or push it away. And we just decided, if we're preparing our kids the correct way, then we need to embrace it. Our teachers use it for some lesson planning, and they'll also, specialize their instruction for students. Like if their kids in 8th grade, but they read on a 3rd grade level, they can take a passage, put it in there, and have it make it where it's on their reading level.
While day one is approaching for Morgan County schools, Turrentine says the future of the school system is exciting with multiple facility upgrades countywide. In Morgan County, Gabe Glassman, Fox 54 News.
Superintendent Turrentine says the feedback on their AI program has been positive. She adds the district has also placed an importance on engaging with students, maximizing learning opportunities.
The Madison County school system is rapidly growing, and officials are working hard to keep up. That's why the first new school in over a decade was officially added to the system today. The ribbon was cut for Sparkman Intermediate School this morning, meaning when the school year starts, the school will become the new home for 4th, 5th, and 6th graders in northern Madison County. Superintendent Ken Kubik tells us this new school was desperately needed as Madison County grows.
It's all moving north, and it's north of 53, and that's where we're at. So when we had this land here, we decided this was the best place because it alleviates overcrowding at Harvest Elementary School, Madison Crossroads Elementary School, and also Sparkman Middle School. So by taking some grades out of those, we're able to give them some more room. So basically, this new school is helping out 3 other schools that we currently have, in our district.
The first day of school for Madison County schools in Sparkman Intermediate School is August 5th.
It's back to school season, and today we head out to Limestone County to see how the district is preparing for the upcoming school year. As the fastest growing county in the state, more families means more students. Fox 54's Logan Alexandra Russell caught up with Superintendent Dr. Randy Shearhouse, who shares the district's latest expansion efforts.
The start of school is just around the corner, and Limestone County Schools is ramping up its preparations for the 2026-27 academic year. And as more families move to the area, more students than ever are joining the school system. Superintendent Dr. Randy Shearhouse says the district is already preparing for the steady rise on the east side of the county.
It's going to be a couple-year project at East Limestone High School. The east side of the county is growing, and we want to make sure we have room for our students that are coming in to East Limestone High School, and so we're building some additional classrooms.
In addition to the expansion efforts, Dr. Shearhouse says the front entrance of the school will have a new look as well as the classrooms.
We're also renovating the facility, so the front entrance will have a new look. Classrooms are getting remodeled, new lights, ceiling tiles, but it is a 2-year project. And so right now it looks like it has a long way to go, and it does.
But even though the population is increasing, there are no current plans to build any new schools in the area.
Right now we have enough room space to accommodate what we need. We're actually going to start building on at Creekside as well. We're going to have an addition there. And so with building on here at East and Creekside, I think we can accommodate the growth for years to come.
Dr. Shearhouse says, as a reminder, the first couple of days of school are always busy, so be sure to allow extra time during drop-off and pickup, and as always, have patience. In Limestone County, Logan Alexandra Russell, Fox 54 News.
Dr. Shearhouse says the district only expects to grow about 50 students this school year, but they're preparing for years to come. Limestone County school students return to class August 6th. The first day of school right around the corner, in Decatur City Schools is focusing on providing transportation for thousands of students across the district. As preparations continue for the upcoming school year, district leaders say they're working to ensure bus routes run smoothly despite rising fuel costs. Fox 54's Logan Alexandra Russell shares what you need to know about the school's plans.
Preparing for a new school year means getting classrooms cleaned, floors waxed, and teachers ready. But before learning can take place, Decatur City Schools has to ensure thousands of students have a safe way to get to school. However, getting buses on the road has a growing concern as fuel costs continue to peak across North Alabama. But Superintendent Dr. Michael Douglas says those prices will not affect bus routes.
Yes, we are concerned about the price of gas. It is going up, but that won't impede our ability to get children to school. No plan to reduce routes. We're going to provide the same amount of routes we always have.
While bus routes are secured for the first day of class on August 6th, having a full staff of bus drivers remains a battle throughout the year. Unexpected illnesses and substitute staffing shortages are among the hurdles faced during the school year, prompting the district's constant call for bus drivers.
Always need drivers. We've got enough for the first day of school. It's always when somebody's sick, somebody's routinely sick, but we've had a lot of very creative ways to get out and recruit bus drivers, but we would welcome anybody that, if you're retired and you want a good second job and some flexible hours, we're always looking for good bus drivers.
With new drivers, new students, and adjusted routines, school officials are asking parents for patience during those first few days of drop-off and pickup. They say traffic delays are common early on, but routines typically smooth out within the first week. In Decatur, Logan Alexandra Russell, Fox 54 News.
Dr. Douglas also reminds you and your students to complete those summer assignments. This way, teachers and students can get right to work on the first day of school. Madison City Schools officially has a new superintendent ahead of the upcoming school year. During a special called meeting this afternoon, and you can hear the applause, the school board unanimously voted for current interim superintendent Eric Terrell to become the district's permanent superintendent. Terrell first joined the district back in 2004, serving as a teacher, and then served as assistant principal and principal before being appointed as an assistant superintendent in 2017. Terrell takes over for Dr. Ed Nichols, who retired earlier this year. Terrell says it means a lot to have the school board backing him.
The work that we're doing, we're on the right track, right? But we're going to keep searching for new things to do. We're going to keep searching on what is right for our community as it pertains to educating our students. But having the whole school board behind me lets me know that I have their faith, I have their commitment that we will continue to work together to do what is right for the students of Madison City Schools.
Congratulations. Terrell adds he plans to work closely with parents and apologizes for the future late night phone calls from him. School starts next week for the majority of the Tennessee Valley, and for those walking through the doors for the first time, they need to show they're vaccinated for multiple diseases. Those vaccines include DTaP, polio, MMR, and chickenpox. This Wellness Wednesday, Fox 54 spoke with state health officials and local doctors to learn why these vaccinations are so important for students.
As a pediatrician of 49 years, I can say that I have seen a lot of diseases go away in my career as the result of successes of immunizations.
Dr. Karen Landers with the Alabama Department of Public Health made it clear vaccines can help save lives, and as your kids prepare to head back to school, that needed certificate of immunization helps stop outbreaks. Dr. Alexandria Anderson, a pediatrician with Happy Health, says immunization isn't just about one child.
It's important because a lot of the times when you are exposed with multiple kids, everyone has their different medical conditions, right? Not all kids can be immunized for whatever reason. So it could be because they have some form of medical condition that prevent them. So the kids that can get immunized, then it offers what we call like a herd immunity. So just recommending vaccines is good for you, but it also is good for the others who are unable to get vaccine.
If you have safety concerns, Dr. Landers tells us the vaccines have been in use for more than 70 years.
When we look at the overall effectiveness of vaccines, again, they're generational vaccines. They've been around a long time. They have a good safety profile. A lot of the parents probably took these vaccines themselves because, again, many of these vaccines started to be given in the 50s and 60s.
And parents, we know it can be nerve-wracking for kiddos to see and feel those needles. Here's some advice.
Seeing your baby cry, it can be traumatizing, obviously for the child, but for the parent. So just to give them the comforting measures, like, hey, if you see the swelling, if you see the redness, this is what you can do. It does offer them some form of comfort. And honestly, popsicles they're cures for everything. A child can be crying, you give them a popsicle, and all of a sudden, they're good.
Yeah, some good tips there. Check out our full interviews with Dr. Landers and Dr. Anderson on the Fox 54 app. Download on your TV, watch for free. Thanks for watching. Also, our weekly Fox 54 Top Teacher returns September 8th. So if you know a great teacher who deserves special recognition, nominate them at fox54.com. Have a great school year.